Hello ladies and gentlemen, this is BestInBadger and we are back with our Tyto Ecology weekly series thingamajiggy with the triest, the painforest and the mojave jav. We're going to kick things off with the triest, work through all of our little biomes, have a little look what has happened since last week and hopefully expand probably all of them, give us a bit more room to work with and just really try to do a lot of work this week in terms of the development of our biomes. It has been a month obviously since our last play. We're going to stick to that. I think that's a nice passage of time. Hopefully everything isn't dead. I'm slightly worried that we need more plants and herbivores. The carnivore to herbivore ratio is skewed massively. You need so many herbivores to feed the hungry buggers. Over the last 5 weeks you've earned $48 dollar bills, y'all. Right, let's have a little look what has gone on. Oh my god. Lots has happened. Oh wait, no. Okay, how do I 40 okay, multiple groups of mushrooms. Right, my mushrooms are dying. Let's put that out. Right. How are these guys doing? They are okay. Everyone seems okay. My problem isn't the health or the hunger. My problem is the occupancy. As you can see, it's really bloody low. On all of them. It's 5, it's 9, it's 2, it's 8, it's 2, it's 2. That's not good. My snakes are doing well. None of them have died. They're not hungry. The triest level is low. Occupancy, both of them are alive. They're doing okay. They're just living their lives. I mean, it's fine. Did I not have foxes in this one? Was that a different one? So the triest levels have been managed quite well. The problem is definitely the lack of herbivores more than anything else. They are fading fast, and it's still quite a little while. It's actually not that long. 23 days until reproduction. By next episode, if these 2 jackrabbits survive, we could theoretically have baby jackrabbits. 18 days for these ones. We are going to add lots more plants, I think. I think our focus today is going to be on plant life. So let's unlock some cool ones. Purple cornflower. They look nice. Let's get some of them. Yeah. And we're just going to put some of these down. They're a bit on the expensive side. So let's speed up time so we get a few more points in the pocket. Let's put some of these around. Lovely jubbly. And what else? What's cheap? Some more banana grass. I would like a way to upgrade this so I get more of it. We need more herbivores. This is half of the problem right now as well. Because they're just not going to survive, really. They're not hungry though. That's good. Nobody's dying. This is nice. This is making me happy. Maybe I need bees as well if I'm having flowers. Should I unlock bees? Let's get some bees. How much are bees? We can nearly afford bees. We're going to add some bees. Bees. Because they are the bee's knees. Yo, right, let's put them there. Actually, that'll work. Oh, it's got a little, look at that. How cool is that? It's got like a little tree. A little honeycomb. Okay, so hopefully they'll kind of fly around pollinating all my flowers. Let's hop over to our other biomes and check they're all okay, and then we'll keep hopping between them, putting down new plant life and stuff like that. But we're doing okay. We're doing okay. I'm tempted to push it up to 3 months, you know. That way when we come back we'll have more points to play with and more stuff will have happened. Okay. This is my favourite biome. This is the one with the army of agoutis. So hopefully it's a-okay. My little agoutis. Okay, everyone's healthy. Agoutis, how are we doing? Occupancy 3. Occupancy 6, occupancy 5. Everyone's healthy again, but it's kind of I kind of just have the same problem, rather consistently, I should say, if I want to learn how to speak English. In that I'm just running out of herbivores, basically, and that is honestly like the majority of the problem. So let's fix that up, shall we? Agoutis, agoutis. Agoutis! Speed it up. Agoutis! Do you reckon we have enough now? Oh no, more agoutis. More. Right, we're probably going to need some plants, because that's a lot of agoutis. There's thousands of agoutis. But that's what we need. There's just no way for them to survive long enough if we don't do this kind of thing. Now, what we also want to do is nip into this. I think we can unlock Zone 2. And we have done. So let's go back into this. Oopsie daisy. Return. Go away. And right, it's this direction. Okay, cool. Whole new little area we can have a little play around with. This is probably stupid because there's not really much we can do with it right now. but still, it's nicer. It's nicer having this wide open area. Now, we've got more goodies, which means we probably need some more plant life. And unfortunately, I only have ferns. I probably should have saved some of those points instead of unlocking stuff. But let's just put lots of ferns down, basically. Not worried about anything else right now, other than boosting our plant life quota. It looks cooler. It is good food for the agoutis. It's all good stuff. There we go, lots more ferns. I want to cover the world in ferns, at least in this area of our biome, the pine forest. I suspect we actually need more agoutis as well, so we'll probably have to come back and do that at some point. Main menu. Final one, the Mojave Jav. Actually, one thing I want to check. No, okay, I was just wondering if there was any new ones. The Mojave Jav. Let's have a little look. Now, this was our armadillo army. I can't quite remember what the carnivore was, though, so we're going to have a little peek in here. Okay, I didn't get much from this one. Although this one is actually a month younger than the others. What was our carnivore? Did I have a carnivore, or do I just have armadillos? I suspect I just have armadillos. Which means I'm going to end up with thousands of armadillos by the end, I guess. Are they all okay? That's what's important. None of them should have died. It should be full population. 8. Okay, how have any of you died? Or are you born with 8? I think they may be born with 8. Otherwise, they're dying for reasons I can't quite understand. All hunger is okay. They seem pretty good. There's so many of them. It seems like there's tons of them, but they take so long to reproduce, and then you leave them alone, and they die, you know? Let's get some cactus. Because why not? Really want to just, again, same kind of idea as with all of them. I really just want to start getting the land to look a little bit more populated with plant life, you know? I just want it to, I think it looks more exciting when there is plant life everywhere. And it's a good basis to add even more herbivores. I think we're going to up it to 3 months, though, must be said. I think we are going to buff it up a little bit. I think the game... Bam, let's do it. Main menu. 3 months. 3 months, folks. So, by the next episode, we'll have gone through more time, 50% more time, than we would have in the first 2 episodes already. That is pretty cool. I'm going to change it for all 3 of them as well. I was hoping that was on speedy mode, but we have got nearly full energy again anyway, so let's put that up to max. Shall we add something cool? I think we have to add something cool. I mean, we've added bees. Bees are pretty cool. They're the bee's knees, you might say, if you were a terrible human being. I kind of just want to keep adding plants, but people are going to get annoyed at me, so we're going to add something cool. We're going to add an animal of some description. We've seen frogs, we've seen bobcats, we've seen snakes, we've seen moths, we've seen jackrabbits, we've seen foxes. Have my foxes died? I'm pretty sure I had foxes over here. I think they've died. Why would they die? Can I check? Why have they died? They did die. Look, they're there. Maybe the bobcats can hunt the foxes. I didn't really consider that. I don't have enough points. I wanted a deer mouse. We're going to get some cool stuff in the end. But for now, we're going to do what we do. We're going to focus on grass, basically. Same kind of idea as in the other places. Just slap it everywhere, you know? Slap it down. Make it look pretty. Maybe some heath in there. Can't see a blooming thing from this far up. Some heath aster, just to mix things up a little. It's going to look cool. It's looking nice, this one, I think. I think the bees actually do quite a lot for it, you know? It's looking like a nice little plains. It just needs a little bit more love. And it needs more prairie dogs. Because they're going to die. Maybe that's what I should have done instead of wasting it on plants that I don't need. Prairie dogs. Prairie dogs that will survive, hopefully. Because these bobcats are vicious. I wonder if there's a way to check what you murdered. Did you murder my foxes? Something murdered my foxes. It's not like there's a lack of food. You know, there's plenty of herbivores for them to chow down on. Strange. To the main menu. And back over to the pine forest. Bom, bom, bom. I do think we need a new biome. I think having 4 to rotate through would make a big difference. I love that we've expanded this one, though. Yeah. Unfortunately, we don't have enough... Oh, goes up to 150. Ah, right. So, what I'm assuming then, based on that, and that is actually really super blimmin' helpful, is that when we expand it outwards, like we just did, we gain more points for the energy thingamajiggy. Can we just... Whatever. It looks like we've... Oh no, agoutis. Everyone's low population. There's nothing I can do about it, lads. Just stop being eaten. These bloody ocelots are doing serious work. Right, forget the... So that's some more frogs. I don't want my frogs to die. I like my frogs. Let's put 2 more groups of frogs over here. But yeah, it looks like when you expand, you increase your energy capacity by 50, which means every time we log on, it's going to increase it. So I think that's something we're going to focus on to get them all at least slightly expanded. Why am I putting armadillos? No, no. We're all about those agoutis, yo. Agoutis. Agoutis. All I want is agoutis. There's that song, All You Need Is Love, and they got it completely wrong. All you need is not love. All you need is agoutis, ladies and gentlemen. All you need is agoutis. So many agoutis. But yet, still not enough, right? Is there any, like, big trees we can unlock? Yeah. I really want to unlock a tree as well. I think that's really going to help make this place look cool. And just so you see slightly less agoutis, because there's too many agoutis. That's the only way of putting it. There is too many agoutis. So if I can hide them a little bit, maybe, that would be pretty cool. Well, what I'm hoping is, as we do expand more and more like this, we get more and more points, we'll get more and more energy. I don't know if the energy is time-based or if it's based on what's going on, but this one is coming together really well. I'm hoping that's enough agoutis, but I've got a horrible suspicion it's not enough. I have a horrible suspicion I will never have enough agoutis in my life, and this is why I'll die alone. Just lack of agoutis. But we have tripled our frog population, so hopefully that makes a nice big difference as well. It'd be nice to add more carnivores at some point, but I just don't see it happening for a long time. Get some more ferns in. I really just want to fern it up, in case you haven't realised. I think it really looks good here in the rainforest, and I think... Okay, maybe I'm going a little overboard, but it's just because I haven't unlocked anything else yet. We'll definitely add some more plants, but I want the ferns to be like the base level, and then you've got other exciting plants kind of moving in and out between there. So let's just keep doing that. Okay, that's set to 3 months as well, so we're going to have loads of points when we next log in, unlock some exciting stuff. Let's go check in on the mojave and our armadillos, which again is another... Oh, God. Multiple groups of moths have low population. Well, that one doesn't. Neither does that one. Does that one? Okay, I think the game's lying to me, and I'm not really sure why. The game is telling fibs. Because I am fine. All 3 groups of moths have perfect population. What are you guys eating? Insects. So they should be eating the moths. Well, maybe the moths are breeding... Because obviously insects have a much shorter life cycle, but it means they breed a lot faster as well. You know, a lot of flies. Well, what's that one fly in particular I'm thinking of? And it lives for like 8 hours or something ridiculous. So that makes them a really good food supply for this kind of situation. Some joint first. Let's just do what we're kind of doing in all of them. Just buff it up, make it look pretty. I just want it to look pretty. I'm not asking for much. I just want it to look pretty. These are nice leafy bushes, these. There we go. It's looking better. It's looking better. This one's pretty chill. There's no predators in this one. There's nothing threatening to eat anybody. Maybe we can put some bobcats in. I kind of want to put... Ooh. Coral snakes. We're going to add a coral snake. I don't know if they could eat armadillos. They are quite small. Maybe they can only eat baby armadillos. How many did we get? Did we get 2? 3? Oh, ooh. Dollar bill, you're 4. Okay. What are you guys going to eat? This is what I'm curious about. And they're tiny. Teeny, tiny. You can't eat one of these. Maybe they can. I don't know. I think the armadillos would probably beat up the snakes more than likely, so I'm not really sure what those guys are going to eat. Maybe extra small can only eat extra small, so maybe what we need is some kangaroo rats, which I thought we had. We've unlocked them, but we don't have any. Ladies and gentlemen, we need some kangaroo rats. We need a new animal in here. Something to feed our snakes. Now, the problem with that is we're going to need lots of kangaroo rats, or we'll have another situation where I have no population of an animal within about 2 seconds, which is kind of how these games go. There we go. Kangaroo rats. Hello, guys. How you doing? Oh, they're so cute. And you're all going to be eaten by snakes. I'm so sorry, guys. I'm so sorry. Forgive me. How many am I going to have? Am I going to have lots of kangaroo rats? Well, I want lots of kangaroo rats. I want tons of kangaroo rats for now. The idea is to really have a nice little pack, and they're going to all hang out together. The armadillos are kind of everywhere, all around the world, but the kangaroo rats, they're going to stick together They've got to be able to fight back against the evil of the coral snakes. It's over here somewhere. Doing coral snake things. Can I afford some more? A little bit more. There we go. Lovely, jubbly. Kangaroo rats for days, ladies and gentlemen. For days. It's coming together. It's coming together. So that's set to 3 months? That is set to 3 months. Cool beans. One more time through. It is a very predictable arc, you know, in kind of what goes on in this series. But this one's coming to... I love that. I think that looks really cool. I don't really know why I'm so excited about it. I think these purple coneflowers look really cool as well, so I want to add more of these in. I'm just trying to make it look pretty. I can't say those words enough. It's so true. I want it to feel alive, you know? And you need variety in plant life. In particular, for that to happen. And it kind of blends the animals in. Oh my god, cool. Can we buy anything exciting? Milk vetch. Are we excited about that? I don't think we're ever excited about that. What are these little numbers? What are these little numbers here? 10, 8, 8. I don't know what those are. Is that the population you get? Ah, it is the population you get. I didn't actually realise that. Okay, cool beans. Maybe some deer mouse. What have we got in here? This is our prairie dogs, isn't it? Unlock both the detritus. Should we unlock Prairie Blazing Star? They sound pretty cool. Let's get some of those. Oh, they are pretty cool. Okay. Nice. Having this exciting plant life, I think it hides the animals a lot more, you know? Because we have a lot of animals running around. We have to, because otherwise the 2 bobcats are going to annihilate everything. Isn't my plan to add more herbivores here? And I keep coming in and adding plants instead of herbivores. I'm pretty sure that was the idea originally. So that the bobcats haven't killed everything. Was to actually have a decent amount of herbivores in here for once. Were severe mistakes made already? Severe mistakes were made already. Where are my prairie dogs? Are they over here? Prairie dogs are expensive. And you get 12 of those. So why do I want prairie dogs over jackrabbits? I don't. Jackrabbits! Boo! Okay, dokie. Next episode should hopefully be a little bit more impactful, but it's nice sometimes to just have, you know, a chill day at the end of the day, folks. Just a day that is... I gotta say, right, I just... Oh, what happened? I looked at a group of frogs just starving! Oh no, okay guys, okay, it's fine. I'm here, here I come to save the day. Maybe they're out of range. Okay, yeah, these guys are all hungry. These are insectivores, right? So we need to provide some insects. Do millipedes count? I'm just going to give them some moths. I think that's safer. Moths. There we go, lots of moths. Hopefully that helps. I don't want them to be hungry. Hopefully that's fixed. I think that has gone up since I last clicked it, unless I clicked on a different one. You okay, guys? A group of moths has low population because I put you in here to be food, basically, lads. There's no other way to put it. You are here to provide sustenance to the frog people. Well, hopefully not actual frog people. Multiple groups of moths have died. Right, so I put the moths in, and because the frogs were so hungry, they have eaten them. Basically. I suspect this will be a common problem until I put lots of moths in. So let's do that. Let's stock up on blue morphos in this area around here. Which kind of makes sense, because if there's a region particularly well known for its moths or its butterflies, that is where the frogs would go to live, right? What was I saying? Oh yeah, right. I just looked outside of my window. As you do. This is what I was going to say. What I like about this series is it's very chill. It's probably a good opportunity to do like a... we used to do something called the Monday Road Trip. Those who've been on the channel a little longer will remember that. And it was just... You know, we'd talk rubbish for half an hour and just kind of chill and drive trucks on Euro Truck Simulator. It was very chill. There was nothing, you know, it wasn't a big deal. Just like a little thing we did every week. And this is kind of a nice replacement for that because it's a very relaxing game and there's not much we can... Let's not pretend otherwise. There's not much we can do actively, you know? We're just sitting here waiting for points or we're just trying to stop everyone dying. There we go. Lots of butterflies. That should help. Hopefully they aren't all dead within 2 seconds. And, boop. But no, that's my point. It's something chill that we can kind of relax to. So I can talk about rubbish, including, I just looked out the window and it just had this overwhelming vibe. I don't know how often you guys get this, that I'm in a horror film. because it's like, it's this really dark, right, it's like 8 o'clock, 7 o'clock. It's not quite dark yet, it's on the cusp, it's dusk, right? But it's really, really, really cloudy outside and really, really foggy. So the sky is just a ceiling of grey. And all the buildings have kind of started to be shrouded in this fog. And all I can see is this little orange light in the distance blinking between two buildings, like calling to me. And now I'm looking at this. There's like a what would you call it? They're building something across from me. They're like cranes and everything. It's like this big building site. It's quite close to where I am, and they've got this thing, like this big tarp, see-through thingamajiggy over these windows. And I keep seeing somebody walking behind it, but it's like 7, 8 o'clock. And it's pouring down. Nobody is there. But I swear I keep seeing somebody. What happened? Yeah, that's not surprising. Oh my god, are they all dead? Oh my god. All my moths are dying. All my agoutis are dying. It's all gone to hell. More agoutis! More agoutis! You can never have enough agoutis apparently, because these guys eat several billion of them. The greedy somasters. Anyways, I'm pretty sure I'm going to get killed by whatever is... Oh my god, it's creepy as anything. I'm pretty sure all it is the wind blowing this see-through tarp thing. And it looks like a shadow because obviously it pulls up part of it, moves it along. It's like a wave. And you can't really see the uplift, all you see is the shadow as it moves across. But it looks like a shadow darting across, and then every now and again it just stops and stares at me, and it's freaking me out, and I'm going to stop looking outside now. Okay, how are we doing? Yeah, the population. I'm going to add a few more of these as well. I wonder if these are... Are agoutis just herbivores? They're not eating my moths. I want more plants on this one. I think that next week we're going to focus on the... Oh, sweet! Yeah, next week we're going to focus on plants. Oh, we can do it right now. Heliconia or zebra plant? I think zebra plant. Because it's cheaper. Although I cannot... Orchids, but we'll do that next time. Zebra plants, what do these look like? Disappointing is what they look like. Immensely disappointing. They looked pretty on the thing. Maybe they haven't bloomed yet. They should have a little flower in the middle, but maybe it just hasn't bloomed. It's nice just to have something mixing it up anyway, I suppose. I don't know. So I'm pretty sure I'm going to die, so apologies if this is the final week of Tyto Ecology and our massive agouti army, but next week we're going to kind of focus on the flowers and stuff in this region and kind of try to push it down into our second place as well. Because it's going to be 3 months, I'm expecting to have lots more of these coin things, which is going to let us add a bit more variety, you know? So I'm hoping we can add the extra space to both of the other ones as well, to the triest and to the mojave. There we go. Had to remember the names there. As in, hopefully we can extend those and increase our energy limit, because that's going to let us do a lot more. Even if... actually, what I'm thinking is that is the best thing to focus on completely, because let's say we unlock this whole area, right? Like, we unlock all of it. Even if we ignore the rest of it, we don't need to look at it right now, but it's going to give us a lot more energy to play with right now, in terms of working on our small areas. So we can really hone in and make these little areas beautiful one by one by one with a much larger energy pool without necessarily having to worry about the other regions. I think that's a good plan. Like, we can log on with, say, 300 energy points and we'd get so much more done in the early stages of the video rather than me having to talk about how I'm going to get killed by a spooky, spooky ghost. So, yeah, I think that's what our plan is going to be for the future. This area's looking nice, though. It needs more agoutis. It will forever need more agoutis, though. We're going to put down one more set of moths. I think these are actually butterflies. Can I put these anywhere? There we go. Lovely job. So we've got, like, I like having little areas with set animals. There should be some blending. Okay, you shouldn't blend animals. There should be some mixing between species, interspecies, I should say, kind of stuff going on. But it's nice to have, you would have certain colonies, you would have certain areas where certain animals, this tarp is freaking me out, you would have certain areas where certain animals particularly like to hang out. The frogs are going to like to hang out by the rivers, so are the butterflies, because they like challenging each other to see who can not be eaten by the frogs, basically. We're going to end it there. Next week, ladies and gentlemen, we should have much more in terms of points, and we're going to go ahead and upgrade all of these as much as possible. It is set to hard difficulty, but I think most of our ecosystems are pretty balanced. If we do have one problem, is that our frogs are apparently starving, despite the fact that I keep giving them food. What? And there's one thing we do need to do, is go back and do what I've been meaning to do since the start, go back to the triest and put down some bloody herbivores, because I'm really running out of population over here. We've got 100 points, let's put them to use. Anything cool? Right, I can't buy any new ones, can I? No. Let's just, they're a nice mix between jackrabbits and jackrabbits. I think that's it. Where's my prairie dogs? Prairie dogs cost more though. We can get 4 sets of jackrabbits, and that seems like a better idea to me. Jackrabbits for days, son. Jackrabbits for days. There we go. There we go. Lots more. 48 new jackrabbits to hopefully survive. This place is looking quite nice as well. I'd like to add more bees. I think the bees create a nice little look, and we'll have like a little bee area here near the flowers and stuff like that. The carnivores living up on the hill, all that kind of jazz. We're going to end it there. Thank you very much for joining me as per usual, ladies and gentlemen. I shall see you lovely folks next week for episode 4 of Tyto Ecology, where we will hopefully have even more points to play with, because points mean prizes. Cheers, much love, bye bye.